Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Badger Breakdown. I'm Mike Lucas from UWBadgers.com. I'm joined by the voice of the Badgers, Matt Lepay. About 5 weeks ago, Illinois looked at life in a much different way than what's happening now in Champaign. Can you figure out what's happened, especially on offense?
No, yeah. What's happening is nothing's happening on offense in the first half for Illinois. Shut out in the first half each of its last 4 games. And when you look at that team with Nathan Shieldhouse, talented quarterback, multi-threat, A.J. Jenkins, top receiver in the Big Ten. And I'll throw Jason Ford in there, too. He's not fancy, but he could be a bulldozer of a running back. And when he gets ahead of steam going, he's 235 pounds. He can run over people, but they just have not been able to get on track. Defense has kept them in some games, but the offense has really struggled.
I mean, it's no secret that Ron Zook has now been forced to circle the wagons. He's gone down this path before when he was at Florida. He's not exactly handled it maybe in the best fashion to date. But what does that mean? Does it mean the players rally around Zook in their final appearance at home or not?
My guess is they will, and I don't know, I would imagine part of it will be rally around the coach, and another part of it will be seniors' final home game. A team that still can get to a bowl, is bowl eligible, won a bowl game last year, not a marquee bowl, but it won a bowl game. So a chance, I think, if you're a senior, to build on what you did last year. A marquee win. Zook's only beaten the top 25 team, 4 times? One of those teams is Wisconsin. That was the year in 07 when Illinois beat 3 of them. So if you're looking for a checkmark win, if you're Illinois, this is it.
Now, while they're drawing blanks on offense, that defense has been able to heat up quarterbacks, and it starts with their rush ends.
Yeah, with one of the great names, and not Michael Buchanan, who's a very good defensive end and gets to the quarterback, but Whitney Merciless. If you're looking for a name to beat up quarterbacks, that's a pretty good name. Merciless leads the country in sacks. Quickness is what you hear about those two guys when you take a look at them, when you talk to coaches who are scouting Illinois. There are other very good players on the defensive side, but those two ends, number 85, Merciless, number 99, Buchanan, 2 players to watch.
Peter Kahn's an All-American candidate. I think we would agree on that. Ryan Groy has played some, started left guard against Oregon State. What's going to be the biggest adjustment for Groy? Do you see a big drop-off or not in the overall production of the offensive line?
I would think that you would probably be wise to expect some, and it's not a knock on Ryan Groy, it's just how good Peter Kahn's is. And not only is he good, he's experienced. Groy is not, it's not like he's a rookie. His versatility has served Ryan very well at this still early stage of his career, but let's face it, people talk about Peter Kahn's being the best center in America. That said, and I know Groy's talked about this, he relies a lot on those veteran guards he has. Travis Frederick, I guess we call Travis a veteran now, and certainly Kevin Zeitler to help him out along the way. Ryan's a very good athlete, and I looked last year when Bill Nagy had to step in, when Pete went down. They were still able to move along. I don't know if it's fair to expect them to be as productive, but I think Groy is good enough to keep them productive enough to do what this offense needs to do.
I've never seen a quarterback throw a perfect game. It came close at Minnesota last Saturday. I've never seen anyone that efficient either, and you have to give a lot of credit to Russell Wilson.
As we have throughout the year, and as well we should. 16 of 17, and the one incompletion was nearly caught. Would have been a terrific catch with Nick Toon. It was broken up. You're right, and I think the running game with what Monty Ball has done, the work of the offensive line, the receiving core, which includes the running backs, which includes tight end Jacob Pedersen, not to mention Jared Abbrederis and Nick Toon. But Russell is so calm, and I think that opening drive spelled it out because Minnesota got to him a couple times. They were mixing up what they were doing. They had some success against Iowa blitzing, and they were trying to do the same thing against Russell, and he always seems to have an answer. And the beat goes on with as unflappable a quarterback, I think, as there is in college football.
Now think about it. Last time we spoke to you in this forum, we were talking about teams that needed to help Wisconsin. Well, the Badgers got their help last Saturday. Now it's whether they can handle their business as this season plays out.
And it's going to be difficult, and maybe more difficult than some people think. And that might sound like coach speak wannabe here, but Illinois is struggling. We know that, but it has a very good defense. Penn State. Let's take out the very sad story that's going on right now and just talk football. It's offensively challenged, but the defense for Penn State is very, very good. I think this Wisconsin offense, these last 2 regular season games, will be in for very, very tough tests. They've gone through it before, and they're still scoring points. But again, I think Illinois, as much as it's struggling, underrated by many. Statistically, it would tell you that the Illini, they have a very good defense. Same thing with Penn State.
Real key now is to get home for that final regular season game with some momentum and a shot to get to Indy.
Yeah, make senior day a real big day
Special.
for the Badgers, which they did last year against Northwestern. Set the table for what you hope will be a chance to clinch a division championship and be a part of history with the Big Ten championship in Indianapolis.
For Matt Lepay, I'm Mike Lucas. Thanks for watching Badger Breakdown on UWBadgers.com.